We bring all the municipal solid waste from Story County into our facility. It gets dumped onto the tipping floor behind me. We take that material, we grind it up, we separate the metal out, ferrous metal out, the non-ferrous metal. We take the burnable fraction and separate it out from the non-burnable fraction. We send the burnable material over to the Ames Municipal Power Plant, and that's used in place of coal to generate 10% of the electricity that citizens of Ames use. We're able to pull about 73% of the material that people throw away and keep it out of the landfill. We're able to reuse it either through the metals, through the glass, or through the burnable material. We're able to use the power plant. We're more than happy to give tours all the time. They can reach us at 515-239-5137. We're happy to give tours, or we can come to your facility or your organization and explain what we do and how we can better improve the environment.
Refuse-derived fuel plant. The RDF plant receives about 1,500 tons of garbage a day and processes that into 1,200 tons of refuse-derived fuel. Produces enough energy for about 30,000 homes.
Every day we receive 50 to 60 truckloads of fuel from the Elk River Resource Recovery Facility. It loads a conveyor system that brings the fuel into the plant. There's a walking floor system that feeds an incline conveyor, which then feeds a belt conveyor, which runs in the tube that you see that goes across the railroad track into the top of the power plant. That's a belt conveyor that then feeds our distribution system within the plant. We're also truly a renewable fuel. The majority of the RDF is paper and wood-based products, which are renewable. There are packaging, plastics, and other things in there, which are fossil fuel-based, but we're truly recycling the energy out of those. Control our combustion, and we clean up all of the flue gas before we emit it into the atmosphere.
When the self-unloading transport trucks are in place, the refuse is pushed into the plant receiving bin and then onto a conveyor belt, which leads to a pneumatic feeder for transport to the surge bin. From the surge bin, these pneumatic feeders and blowers convey the refuse into the 4 pipes carrying pulverized coal lead to each corner of the boiler, where there are 4 coal burners. One of the refuse-carrying pipes also leads to each corner. The boiler is tangentially fired. Combustion Engineering Incorporated of Windsor, Connecticut, developed and patented a fuel firing process donated to this project, in which the material is swirled and burned in suspension at 2,500 degrees. Fly ash is collected for recycling in the cement industry.
What we do at Resource Recovery is we take all the municipal solid waste from Story County, we bring it in, we run it through a shredding process, we pull all the ferrous metal off, which would be stuff that we pull off with a magnet. That gets sent to a recycling company where they melt it down and use it for metal production in the future. It then goes through a secondary screening process where we pull out all the grit, the gravel, the broken glass that isn't separated out, which we do have separate containers for glass. That is then run through another secondary mill where it's processed a little bit further, where it gets down about 4-inch size pieces of refuse. RDF, we call it refuse-derived fuel. That is then sent through an air classification system. All the light product is sent over to the power plant to be used for electrical generation to reduce the amount of coal that we burn here in Ames. The rest of it is then run through a non-ferrous system where we pull the zinc, the brass, the copper, the aluminum off, and then that is also sold. So through that process, we're able to recover about 75% of the items that are brought into our facility is either recycled through the metals program or sent over to the fuel to be used in cogeneration with generating electricity with coal. So.
And we use 10% less coal by using that garbage. That's a fabulous statistic, and 75% is really a